Hey, how's it going, guys? My name is Kellen, and this is my review on The Flash. I just want to give you my own honest thoughts and opinions about this film, what I liked, what I disliked, some of the other stuff that might have been 50-50. And overall, I thought it was good. It's not the greatest, it's definitely not the worst. It's a lot better compared to the other DC movies that have come out. And, it has a solid storyline, a lot of emotional weight, and a great cast. The premise of this film is about Barry Allen going back in time to prevent his mother's death. But by doing this, he creates an alternate timeline where, his mother's alive, which that was the goal, and his father is not in prison, but the Batman that he once knew, it's not the same Batman. It's Michael Keaton Batman, which to many of us, that's actually pretty exciting. And yeah, and from there on, of course, the return of Zod, recreating the events of Man of Steel, and and in this separate timeline that Barry has created, he needs help, because Earth is doomed, and he is trying to, the Justice League in this timeline just they don't exist really, so he needs Superman, but Superman is nowhere to be found, and the only person that he of course he has that he can rely on is Batman. So he ends up going to his mansion, but as I said before, it's a completely different version of the character of Batman, and but whatever, right? He ends up convincing him, and they end up wanting to go where Superman is being held at, and which is at a Russian facility, and yeah, it's not a surprise. It's in the trailers. It's not Superman. It's Supergirl, and whatever, right? They rescue her, and they team up to fight Zod, and yeah, that really is the story of this film. And to me, I just thought it was I really was enjoying this film, especially in the opening. A lot of really cool action sequences. A lot of the jokes really did hit, and yeah, there is just overall just an entertaining movie. But the last 30 minutes, it felt kind of just a little bit of typical superhero tropes within the last 30 minutes, and I just wasn't really glad about the choices that were made, um, with certain characters, and but overall, I mean, really thinking about it, it really was different, because that the theme of this film is about letting go. Really is, um, not every solution can be fixed, and they're just things they're just some things that they're just meant to be, and they're not meant to be interfered with. And you know what, and that was a lesson that Barry Allen had to learn, and as I said, it wasn't as great as I thought it would be, because this was one of my highly anticipated movies of the year, and but you know what? I'm glad it exists, and overall, I just say it's an entertaining, fun time. I would give this a 7.5, and I think that's actually pretty fair. A lot of people are saying that the CGI is really bad, which I mean, it's they're not wrong. It's not the greatest, but um, to me, I think the CGI and when it came to the running scenes, I really liked them. I didn't hate them, but I'll just say this: and around this, like when it came down to the Speed Force in this movie, it was yeah. I mean, I can see like the animation and just the CGI. I can see why people are saying that it looks like PlayStation 2 characters, because it really does. But as I said, it's a solid storyline. It doesn't take away from what's being told, and because this was really one of my highly anticipated movies of the year. And yeah, I thought it was fair. I thought it was good, and my rating I think is actually pretty fair. So yes, that is the end of my review. Thank you for listening. I will be uploading more videos, more Marvel or DC related content. So yeah, thank you for listening to my review.